please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's log, subdate 250929.org. We have a headache. It's a fitting reward for completing almost 3 weeks of overtime. As a treat to myself, I plan on cracking on as if I have nothing better to do because I have no life. Although I could paint some Warhammer. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing from Friday because Amber has decided she wants to keep the troll up. Whether it be on Shit Talk or Instathought. She is at it and she is busy-ish. Well, she's feigning busy. I had speculated her content was ASMR. Somebody took the liberty of, well, looking at what she was typing. With a smaller keyboard it was easier to look at. And she was typing absolutely sod all. She has since gone on to do more videos like this. The Get Ready With Me, Day in the Work, Life of Work, whatever you want to call it. And I thought, ooh, let's go through those because opportunity presents itself. But before we do that, over on TikTok, which is where she's pouncing on trends, there are trends that exist. What I eat in a day is one of them. She could be considered a trendsetter for that. She's not. She had speculated, claimed in fact, earlier in the year, that she only ate 2,400 calories to maintain her weight. Yet there are some of those dainty queens who are around her size, eating 5,000 to 7,000 daily, and they count their calories in their videos. This would lead me to believe that Amber is obviously lying. I know. Imagine my shock. Amber lying about something? No. She's far too integrity, Nesli, Reid. Yes. Right, well, with that information in your brain, we also need to look at a picture of her from 5 months ago, and now. Now, the now you're going to see later on in this video. Again, in video form. Clearly, she still hasn't got the memo that the weight's meant to go down before the bedbound arc begins. And of course, when it does begin, she'll be seeing her mum every single day, as a mum does what she didn't do when she was a baby. Change her, as a 34-year-old woman. That's not embarrassing, is it? Or do you need another caretaker? Oh, that's right, you're kind of looking for one, because Amber's been posting the thirst traps on the Shit Talk. It's on the screen, bit cringe. The reason there's no audio, in case you don't know, is because of copyright. I am not risking a copyright claim for Amber to do something, quote, original. So let's go through another one of her work in the day videos before we get to something else in the day of Amber. Is anyone else feeling relaxed? No, not me either, just to be clear. I have a headache. If you didn't know from the captain's log. I find this quite irritating. The clickety-clack of the keyboard is solely there to make it seem like she is busy. It's the official let me look and be busy office professional moment situation deal type. I find this a trite attempt from somebody who hasn't bothered to put any effort into anything for years and is now fobbing everyone off with this nontent. It of course could be a continued attempt to jump on trends, sure. It could also be an attempt to try and branch out on other platforms, where Amber is nowhere near as negatively received. Sadly for her, her reputation is growing everywhere else. While it is nice to see Twinkie in her twilight years getting out and about, briefly, I'm assuming everyone else noticed the way the camera was swaying from side to side from the minimal waddle steps that she took. As we know, our dainty queen is getting bigger, and bigger, and bigger, and bigger. We know that Amber is not going to put any concerted effort into going much further than this. I would be right to assume that she would consider this to be a blessing, having a tiny dog and not a spaniel, because she doesn't have to go as far. Where's that Starbucks frap you like to constantly drink from? I was curious. Have we got to the eating part yet, where you're going to show us the nonsense you think we're meant to believe is your actual lunch, and not the multiple KFC bargain buckets with extra dry chicken? Your list is going to be a remarkably short one, but if you write in big enough handwriting, you'll fill the page quickly. Eat, 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 fake my employment status, upload it as content. Eat, 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 sleep, repeat. Oh, look at that. Even your bag says Amber. Almost like that's your name, not Amberlynn. Just in case anyone was counting those calories, that was 670 total, including the chai tea being a very, very large version. And no, I don't believe for a bag that size, that was all that was in the bag, Amber. Don't try me. You could hear the weight from the bag when you removed the Danish. One of my main criticisms when it comes to Amber faking the keyboard use is, as somebody that types very quickly, both her hands are in the wrong place. In the last video her hands were further apart. This time her hands are mostly to the left side of the keyboard. Even considering her rather limited range of vocabulary, this is an inconsistency, as if no one thought you were faking it to begin with. If you're gonna fake it for content, at least type something out. Even if it's one of your favourite books, it would look a bit more authentic, as opposed to you, leaving it for a day to allow others to get it. I think that's almost a paraphrased quote. Yes, because you were typing that at one point, and others, who had taken their Tylenol, of course, noticed.
My baby. What do you see? What do you see?
I'm not gonna lie, this is peak Amber content. In the past I've criticised her for not doing anything. In these videos she's doing the very thing I've criticised her for not doing. That's great! Of course it is! That way we don't have to listen to her BS, we just have to see it, unpack the BS and point out that her doing these fake things is still doing nothing. Which means my earlier statement of it's great is a bit redundant really, isn't it? How bad is it that you live your life precariously, vicariously through your trolls, to then try and troll them back? It's a bit pathetic really, isn't it? All those knuckles look brown. Are we sure you don't have the beatus yet? I don't want you to have the beatus. I don't want you to have anything wrong with you, really. I want you to change your life and be better, but the knuckles are a bit of a, well, they should be a concern unless you've not washed in a while. That said, what parts can you actually reach? Now, I would play the remainder of it, but it is just the same continuously, which is fine if this is the content you want to upload for what little attention you can get on Shit Talk and Insta. Go nuts, of course. But I want to move on to the next video. This one is a little different, but it's still within this same realm of, I don't want to call it Nontent just yet, but it feels like trolling the haters with you feigning doing things. For somebody that pretty much resides exclusively in their apartment, only venturing out to go to bingo with her mother, I'm somewhat impressed at the amount of effort you present to us as if that's the real effort you put in on a daily basis. We all know the real you is not going through that much makeup, that is, putting on that much effort to wash. No, we know you bought those pajamas exclusively for this one clip, just so you can make it seem like you're a totally normal, well-adjusted adult. If this was a male equivalent, we'd be calling them a man baby. What's the version of it when it's a female? Allegedly. Would you look at that? We finally found the frap. The alliteration of that term really bugged my F's up. It's just a shame she couldn't finish the entire 7-second clip without looking at the camera once. Isn't it a shame really you have to rely on makeup when you could just do what Chantel does? Use a feck load of slimming filters. But I guess since you spend an inordinate amount of time looking at yourself in the mirror, reminding yourselves they're laughing with you, not at you, you undoubtedly see yourself more often than she does. I would say Chantel doesn't have a reflection, but she's always too close to it to be able to tell. You, though, have to step back about 7 paces for your entire body to fit in frame. I'm going to be that guy that says, if you can put that much effort into your face to make yourself look what you deem to be passable, presentable, cute, adorbs, or whatever, you can put that much effort into your body as well. Beauty doesn't stop at the shoulders, and the rest can just be ugly as hell. No, if you really care about your body, you only get one of them, you can damn well do a Nick Ricardo, make enough content to survive 2 years, and lose the weight away from all this. Your haters are nowhere near as interested in your personal life as you might think. The stuff with Tammy was delectable, sure, but it was a treat, an hors d'oeuvre. This, your life, boring. Just do a bunch of mukbangs and then walk away for a bit. Hey look guys, she got out. It's like visitation rights in prison, except this one's her own self-induced prison. One that is, let's face it, well and truly deserved after years of being a terrible partner, friend, niece, pet owner. The list goes on. But guys, she gets out, which means she's gonna be happy. Guys, let's see that look of happiness on her face. I never quite understood the appeal of eating raw vegetables personally. I've always wanted them cooked, but that's not how Amber likes her food. She likes the sensation, the sensory aspect of things that crunch, and leaving it on her chin is like someone leaving it in their beard. She's totally saving it on what little chin she has before the second one takes over for later. She can mix it with whatever other food she likes for sensory reasons. And before someone gets offended, I have mentioned sensory issues. In the context of Amber, get off your high horse. I swear if I get a copyright claim for any of this, I'm going to be really annoyed. So what I might do is for the remaining clip, because YMCA comes on while her mum is dancing, I'm going to talk over it. Yes, this is the latter part of this clip that Amber has shared. Now, unlike the other video, she's actually doing something this time. But we all know, because of the discussion interactions with Tammy and the cope streams afterwards, subsequent cope streams, Amber only gets out one evening a week and spends the rest of her time in her flat, only venturing outside briefly to walk her dog. This is the story of her life. This is all she has. No friends, no additional family because those bridges are being burned. All she has to show for this is what we see in her content, her nontent. It's why she doesn't vlog much when she goes out, because she doesn't go out much, which is why the majority of her indoor vlogs are her trying to think of ways to prolong the inevitable decline of her channel by doing AMAs, what I ate in a day, and blah 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 blah, all filmed in the same day but with outfit changes. Not one of which, by the way, is cute, don't try me.